Many people have recently asked me, how do I use the chatbot on platforms like LinkedIn? LinkedIn is one of my favorite social media platforms. It is a fantastic way to get more reach to more people than you can on a typical Facebook page. Leveraging LinkedIn makes new connections. We can promote articles and blogs, as a realtor or an investor, if you have a flip or a listing, let's just say you have an open house coming up, you can create an event in LinkedIn as you do in Facebook and get people to attract to that open house. In this short video, I'm going to show you exact steps I use to connect the chatbot to a LinkedIn event or post to get them to RSVP to an open house I have coming up this Saturday from 1 to 3. How does that sound? If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you get actionable insights weekly from the ProEdge marketing team. Hello, I am Smarty, and I appreciate you being here on the channel. Let's dive in to ManyChat and LinkedIn, and let's show how these two worlds come together. Now, hooking up ManyChat flows to any platform, whether it's online social platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Craigslist, or in the form of print advertising. I have other videos on my channel talking about QR codes. ManyChat makes it very easy for us to have many methods and different approaches to how we bring somebody into the chatbot conversation. So inside of ManyChat, I'm just going to show an example of my open house. So I recently put my house up for sale. I created a flow for my open house that's coming up from 1 to 3 on Saturday. And what I want people to do is I promote this through Facebook ads, through LinkedIn posts, through all my different channels. I want people to pre-register to the open house right through Messenger. So in this flow, I'm going to show you very quickly as I look down in here. I have the open house with my open house sign. Wait until you see this beautiful home. I give them the details of the open house. And then down in here, I have the house, some pictures. And right below, I have a button that's RSVP, so they can click the button and say that they are coming. I want the chatbot to nudge them along so we get more active engagement at the house, get more excitement. And the bot can say, there's a lot of showings, book it up, make sure you come to the house. We want to get this excitement going right from day one, promoting this open house. I also give them buttons here that you'll see for more pictures. I can drive them up with EXP, I have KV Core. So I send them up to a landing page on KV Core with my house details, with all the listing picture details and pricing and such right on my KV Core website. So very, very easy to pull that together. All I want to do for this presentation, though, for this video, is I want to focus in on the growth tools, because this is what you're going to use to connect the ManyChat platform to anything out in the world. So inside of ManyChat, every flow in the package has a starting step. And inside that starting step, you're going to define what triggers this flow. So let me dive in and show what I've done for my open house to show how easy it is. So if I click on this, I go into edit and I look at the starting step. I have some keywords. So I'm using Facebook advertising for the open house. So if somebody types in, see more details on the house, I have an ad. They click to learn more. They're going to click an action, and then they'll get all the details of the open house and be able to pre-register with a keyword search. Then I also have created for my open house a URL. And that's one of the approaches I'm going to use here on the LinkedIn video. I use this URL liberally. I'll text somebody the RSVP link so they can get details of the house right through a text message, and then RSVP through Messenger. I'll use it in Craigslist and other social platforms. And finally, we have a QR code. I have the other video on my channel. Take a look at it, and that video will show you how to use QR codes to get people into a conversation on the ManyChat platform. But I'm going to focus right now on the URL. In the URL, it takes your m.me, which is the messenger link, and the name of your your name of your Facebook page. So I'm the Smart Real Estate Chatbot is my Facebook page. If you haven't followed already, I'd appreciate go over to Facebook and follow my page. It's all about chatbots. But in any case, the URL is built by ManyChat. Now, of course, I could use a URL shortener, and I will do another video on the channel shortly about shorteners to teach you how to use shorteners to make nice, friendly URLs to share to your buyers, sellers, agents, and other folks. What you have down in here, what I like in the URL setup in ManyChat is I can have a custom ref parameter. So in the custom rep parameter, I just said C Newberry. I could say RSVP and I'll click OK. So now what you'll see is the URL has changed to ref equals RSVP, and I'm going to copy that link. So in copying that link, this is what I'm going to start sharing in all of my posts. So if I hop over to LinkedIn now, you can create an event in LinkedIn. For this simple video, I just created a post to promote the open house. So rather than you see me type all my post details, I had it pre-built for you. So over in here, open house is Saturday, elegant house in the cul-de-sac, and I have details of the property. What I've also done is I've done a nice photograph that I'm going to use in the event promotion inside of LinkedIn. And what you're also going to see is I put the QR code right here on the picture. So up here in the copy, I said, scan the QR code or go to RSVP on Messenger. Showings are filling up. I want to create a sense of urgency so they can either scan the QR code to get into that house for a showing or click the URL. In either case, whether they scan the QR code or they click the URL, they're going to go right into ManyChat to the flow I set up for my property. And they'll be able to see the pictures and say they're coming and check in. The RSVP process I've set up in my flow is to get the phone number, email, or they working with an agent, and so forth, so that I have all the details I need to properly register them into the open house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply paste that URL right here. So go to this URL to RSVP on Messenger, so they can either scan the code from the picture or click the URL. Well, that's it. Leverage ManyChat in all your marketing activities. Leverage the power of ref URLs, which is a URL they click on, or QR codes as two very exciting ways to get people inside your chat conversation. You're going to see conversions go through the roof and close more deals as a realtor and investor. I hope you like this video, and stay tuned for weekly videos from the ProEdge marketing team. And this is Smarty, and I'm here to support you and helping you make this the best decade ever. Cheers.